Morning YouTube, William here. Gonna do a quick video, little farmer know-how. I'm working on the Westfield WR8061 auger. This is our primary auger. We blew up our 8-inch Alloway Westgo, I think like a year ago. No big deal running clover. I was up on top of the bin while this was running, and this bearing, still in good shape, but was spinning in the housing slightly. It's way too loose. Should not do that. I was amazed that it actually came off. That kind of blew my mind. I see 2 set screw marks here, so perhaps someone's been up here in the past. Anyway, I'm going to show you putting an anti-rotation tit, and then I'm going to put this old used bearing right back on here. And of course, say it with me, I live by anti-seize. You got to live and die by that stuff. Here at the table vise, our old brass grease zert is dented slightly, and it lets a little bit of grease into the bearing, but I have an assortment of these laying around. It's invaluable when you're working on old equipment. I'm going to pop that out, thread this in. Here you can see there's a little bitty fill hole right there in the grease track. I'm going to mark this. Then when you slide this bearing in, you want that hole to be as close to your zert as possible. That way the grease has the least amount of resistance to get inside the bearing. You don't want it just peeing out all over the place, as you well know. So that'll be at the inside. So once that's in there, I'm going to mark this, and this is where my anti-rotation tit will go. Right there is where my anti-rotation tit will go, and there is the fill hole. Now we will put this in the vise and weld it. Now with our hot tack installed, it will go in the insert slot. Some bearings have this already on it if you get a high dollar bearing. And remember to keep your grease hole toward your grease zert. Doesn't have to be right beside it. That's what the track is for. Now you can see the bearing move, and it can't rotate any further. I'm also going to back this back out and ping this housing. I've got 5 really heavy pings in there. You can see them there. Now this will all go in tight, stiff. I'm going to anti-seize it in case the bearing ever gives me any trouble, and we will reinstall it. Pushing as hard as I can, and I could barely get that thing to go in. So put our rod in the middle. That's about a 24-inch piece of 1-inch round stock. You just want to kind of even it up to where it looks as straight as possible. And since it's a self-aligning bearing, it'll take care of the rest once you bolt it down. It is always the best to have it in line as possible, of course, because all you're doing is just adding fatigue in here on your bearing. All right, we're out here on the auger. I have opened the bottle of Never Seize, so I will be looking like the Tin Man in about 3 seconds. It makes more sense to me to have this grease zert in the 6 o'clock position. They had theirs in the 12 o'clock position. Leave a comment below if you agree or disagree. All right, I'm going to call this repair done. Added this nice little rubber bonnet. Should keep out a little bit of rain, and of course it drains on the bottom. Doubled up hose clamp. I've got tons of this rubber laying around, and it doesn't owe me anything. So, thank you for watching. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more. We'll see you next time.